you going out?
Yes.
Home to see your mother?
I think that she probably needs me.
I wanted to touch base with you before you left.
Why?
Because I think you're probably very disappointed.
I'm only concerned about my mother.
So am I.
Are you?
Brooke, I loved her.
Past tense.
Brooke, I have a daughter who needs me. I have a family who is just beginning to cope with that new daughter, and I have a wife who has carried more than her share of the responsibility for that child for the past many years. Believe me, I think it's best this way.
I'm not so sure.
In time, I think you will be. In time, I think your mother will be, too. Brooke, I've done what I thought I had to do. But please don't think that this was an easy decision for me to make.
Does it hurt, Mr. Forrester?
Deeply.
So then you started to tell us all about Storm here.
It sounds like you spent the entire class talking about the Logans.
Yeah, well, you know, he had all of us at one time or another.
That's right. He even taught Dad, didn't he, Mom?
Sorry, who were you talking about?
Mr. Bender at school.
Oh, wait a minute. What am I thinking about? Dad went to Northwestern.
Mom, don't worry. It'll be okay, whatever you decide. Yeah, you know, Mom, we are behind you 100%.
It's true. Whatever you decide, whether it's just go to Paris with Dad or stay here and make something with Eric Forrester, we're completely and totally behind you. It's all up to you, Mom.
There's something that I would like to tell you all.
What?
I just want to say this. I don't want to make a big deal out of it. And I don't want to talk about it. Eric and I are not going to be seeing each other again.
Why? What happened?
He's not going through with his divorce.
Oh, Mom.
I don't get it. I thought everything was going so well.
Stormy, I don't want to talk about it. Katie, would you finish the salad? Donna, honey, would you cut this onion? It keeps making me cry.
I have to tell you that everything that has happened has been quite a surprise. Well, I suppose if you're going to stay for dinner, I should tell Maria.
Let's just talk for a minute, all right?
Certainly.
It's very important to me that you understand why I'm doing this.
As it is important to me.
Well, it goes without saying that the past few weeks have changed our lives dramatically. I've learned I have another child, a daughter with a serious birth defect, a daughter you've been taking care of single-handedly for many years. I think it's time I did my part.
Well, you don't owe me anything, Eric, if that's all that you feel.
You're wrong about that. I owe you a great deal. But that's not the only reason I've come home. There's more to it than that.
Any reason nobody's talking?
Hello, Brooke.
What's going on?
Do you want to tell our mom, or should I?
Brooke already knows
Knows what?
about Eric and me.
All I know is that Eric is moving back home.
Well, I'd like to know. What the hell is going on?
Storm, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? The guy courted you for months. He did everything but set a date. Now you tell us it's over.
Yes, that is what I'm telling you.
You know, I just don't know what's going on with this family. I mean, first Dad gets transferred to Paris, and now this, it's almost like there's some kind of conspiracy or something against us.
Katie, don't get melodramatic. I am deeply disappointed. But I felt it coming on for weeks.
Well, I wish you'd said something to me.
Well, Storm, what would that have accomplished?
Then I could have confronted Eric. Asked him why exactly he would do this to you.
Well, you didn't, thank God, and I don't want you to.
The man led you on for months. Now he pulls the rug out from under you.
He did not lead me on.
Okay. Then there is something you are not telling us.
There isn't any more, Storm. You know as much as I do.
Why do you want to move home?
For the family.
The children.
All of us. Including you, Stephanie. But I don't want there to be any misconceptions. I make no promises.
Well, exactly what does that mean?
This family is at a very crucial juncture right now. We're trying to find ourselves out, all of us. Thorne and Caroline, as a married couple, don't think I'm not aware that they have trouble. Kristen, with her own new, young marriage. And Ridge is living with a woman for the first time in his life. Felicia's in Europe, and all of us are trying to deal with the reality of Angela. The point is, this family has to be supported and integrated, or we will begin to drift. I don't want that. I won't let that happen. That's why I've come back.
That makes me very happy. You know how I feel about the family.
Yes, I do. And that's why I'm able to do this. For the first time in many years, you and I are in sync about things.
I guess we have Angela to thank for that, don't we?
No question. She has given us a common ground for relating to one another.
And beyond that?
Beyond that, I'm not sure. I can't make any guarantees. Stephanie, my focus is the family, not a romantic relationship. Can you live with that? Stephanie.
Thank you for being honest. Welcome home.
Storm? What's the matter, son? What is it, son? Where's your mother?
She's in the kitchen.
Your sisters?
They're in there with her. Brooke was here, but she left. Look. Mom's hurting.
Why?
Her and Eric Forrester, it didn't work out.
What do you mean?
He's going back to his wife. That's what I mean. Well, I know what you're probably thinking.
Oh? Do you?
Don't take advantage.
You're a bright young man, Storm. That's a pretty stupid remark.
You don't see this as an opportunity?
I see it as a woman who has to be utterly devastated. Now, I want you to get off my back. Your mother needs me.
Hello? Is Mr. Forrester here?
No, Eric has gone to the club to pick up his things.
Good. Then we can talk.
Where were you just now?
At home. Comforting my mother.
I'm sorry. People get hurt.
Hurt? Is that what you call it? Hurt, Mrs. Forrester?
Calm down, Brooke.
Calm down. My mother is dying, suffering, in pain. Don't tell me to calm down.
I never intended to hurt your mother.
Oh, you just did what you thought you should do. My father, his job, you used them. Whatever it took. And my mother is now paying that price.
You know that's what I believe and what I think.
Oh, yes. What is it that you said? You have to pay that price when you break up a marriage.
And that's exactly what I believe.
Who do you think you are? You pull people's strings. You treat them like puppets. My father may have lost his job because of you. Either that or he's being thrown out of this country.
You give me much too much credit.
Oh, no. I am certain that you have masterminded this. And you think you're going to get away with it.
If I were to mastermind anything, it would be the reuniting of my family. And in that case, it would be me against you and your mother. And I won. And I deserved to win.
You haven't won yet, Mrs. Forrester. I wonder what your husband would think if he knew.
Knew what?
How you've stepped on people, manipulated lives, did everything you could to get what you wanted. How do you suppose he would feel about that?
I didn't realize you were home.
I just got here.
Dinner will be ready in just a little while.
Beth, there's no hurry.
Where are the girls?
I wanted them to leave
Why?
so we could be alone. I know what happened, Beth. With you and Eric Forrester.
Storm told you. I suppose he also told you that I don't want to talk about it.
He didn't have to. I wouldn't expect you to talk to me about this.
Thank you, Steve.
Beth, I'm very sorry. I wish there was more I could say.
Nobody can.
You must be terribly, terribly disappointed.
I'll survive. It's like I always do.
The men in your life, they haven't been fair to you.
Is it me?
Oh, no, of course not. Of course not.
Well, I don't know, Stephen. Sometimes I have to wonder. I believe that people generally get what they ask for in life.
Beth, if you have a fault, it's that you're too trusting, too generous with your love.
But if you love somebody, shouldn't you be generous?
If you're not afraid of being hurt. But most of us are afraid.
It's funny, I've never been afraid of being hurt. Maybe I should have been. I'm really hurting now.
But Beth, that is the only way to be. I learned that from you, and I'm convinced it's true. If you're going to love, you've got to give yourself over to it. Take a chance. Otherwise, don't love at all.
Did you see what happened to me, Stephen?
Yes, Beth. There are two men in this city who are deeply in love with you. But one is available. One isn't.
Are you threatening me?
I'm asking you a question. How do you think he will feel?
Eric? Well, he knows me to be a very tenacious person. Nothing that I would do to save my family would probably surprise him.
Or he might be appalled by the lives you've ruined, the people you've stepped on.
I believe that the end justifies the means, Brooke.
Why don't you let Eric decide that?
You are threatening me.
No, informing your husband of what's going on behind his back.
Well, if you're so keen to inform someone, why don't you tell Ridge? You know, he's really very curious to know who the woman is that's been seeing my husband. But you're not going to do that. Because if you do, then he'll know that you've known the entire time and that you never told him. And that'll be a very difficult day for you, won't it? You'll be out of his life and out of my home so fast, you won't know which end is up.
One of these days, I'm going to tell Ridge all about my mother and Eric, and then you won't have a thing over me.
Oh, I don't think he'll do that. Because Ridge is just like me. He has complete loyalty to the family. And when he finds out about you and your mother, you'll be finished. That'll be the last time that you ever see my son. So I don't think that you should say anything to Eric. Why don't you take a little rest? You look peaked.
Someday, you're gonna pay for this, Stephanie. I promise you. You are going to pay for what you did to my mother.